Hey everybody, it is your friend Drew Wheeler here to welcome you back to my channel for another BrantSteele simulation of Survivor, but this is not just any old Survivor game. You can see the tribes right here, 20 strangers who work together, if I could quote Michael Scott himself. 20 strangers that work together. This is Survivor The Office, Survivor Scranton, if you will. It is going to be a fun season. I'm excited to get into it and to show you all of this and have a good time. If you enjoy the video, if you enjoy the concept, leave a like, drop a comment. Let me know in advance, who are you cheering for? Is it somebody from the Gryffindor tribe, Dwight's tribe, somebody from the Voldemort tribe, Jim's tribe? Who are you going for? Who do you like? Who are you supporting in the early going? And then leave me some comments through as we get into this season of Survivor, The Office Survivor. All right, so the marooning supplies are scattered across the beach. Tribes are permitted 2 minutes to gather as much as they can, and Stanley finds the legacy advantage. So Stanley the Manly sniffs out the legacy advantage like it's a pretzel. It can be used when 6 castaways are remaining, and if the holder is voted out, they must will the advantage to another player. It's going to be interesting because I really don't know who Stanley likes enough to give the idol to another person, so we will see. On the Gryffindor tribe, the hidden immunity idol is currently hidden, and there are no alliances either. As we move along to the Voldemort tribe, still hidden, no alliances, and Stanley's legacy advantage can't be used this round either, so we're going to keep going. All right, so we move on. I'm going to turn the background music down just a little bit, y'all. Forgive me. So, got to choose. So, you got to race under an obstacle, retrieve the war club. After you complete the obstacle, you've got to maneuver through a tunnel. Then you've got shortcuts. Depending on how many shortcuts you use, your final puzzle has more pieces. So the first tribe to finish their puzzle is going to win, and the Voldemort tribe is going to win immunity. They also win Flint, so none of these folks, Angela, Aaron, Holly, Jan, Jim, Kevin, Meredith, Michael, Stanley, or Toby, none of them are going to be eliminated first. It is the Gryffindor tribe who will go to Tribal Council first. Okay, so at the Gryffindor tribe, knowing that we're getting ready for Tribal Council, Oscar and Pam find something in common. Oscar and Ryan find something in common. Daryl, targeting Creed, says that he considers Creed a challenge liability. Kelly is targeting Ryan, bizarre, considers Ryan a challenge liability. Creed is targeting Dwight, has a slightly negative opinion of Dwight and considers him a little weak. Dwight targeting Daryl considers him somewhat weak. There are no groups, so there would be no group targets. And in terms of final targets, Ryan and Creed look like the first two who are kind of at the mercy of their tribe mates. So we'll see what happens later on. On the Voldemort tribes, Kevin and Toby have a minor disagreement. You got to think maybe Girl Scout cookies have something to do with this, but we do not have all that intel. I will assume that's what's going on. As we move on to Tribal Council for the Gryffindor tribe, which of these will be the one to go home? Let's go ahead and see what's happening. All right, nobody has any votes. Let's see what happens. First vote is going to go to Ryan. Vote for Creed. A vote for Creed. Another one for Ryan. 6 left. Another for Creed. Another for Creed. Another for Creed. 3 votes left. Another for Ryan. Another for Ryan. 5 votes Creed. 4 votes Ryan. So Creed is hoping that somebody votes Ryan. We'll get a tie in the first Tribal Council of the season. And it's not to happen. Creed is the first person voted out of Survivor The Office. Pretty funny. Pretty fitting. The final vote counts 6 for Creed, 4 for Ryan. Creed, the tribe has spoken, sir. Let's see. Andy voted for Creed. Daryl for Creed. Karen voted for Creed. Oscar voted for Creed. Pam for Creed. And then Ryan, of course, for Creed. Phyllis voted for Ryan. Kelly for Ryan. Dwight for Ryan. And Creed for Ryan. Kelly voting for Ryan is bizarre. Cannot comprehend that at all. There, of course, at the end, your vote summary as we move to episode 2. Creed voted out the first episode, first person out. Let's see what happens. So on the Gryffindor tribe, Pam finds the Gryffindor tribe idol. So Pam is going to be in possession of the Gryffindor tribe idol. Pretty awesome. On the Voldemort tribe, nothing much going on before we move to the immunity challenge. 5 members must swim out to a web, climb it, leap off, and retrieve a key. Final platform to place your key. Once you have 5, you must unlock a cage with a diving mask. Everyone dives in and collects hoops. Throw the hoops at the targets, and then you win immunity. And the Gryffindor tribe wins immunity, and they also win a tarp. So Gryffindor tribe is going to be safe from tribal council. Let's see what's happening here. Daryl and Oscar bond slightly. Dwight and Ryan have a small fight, and then an alliance is formed. Oscar and Pam. So the Finer Things Club links up as an alliance forms on the Gryffindor beach. Pretty interesting. Pam on a lot of power already. Toby finds the Voldemort tribe hidden immunity idol. Holy moly. So Toby has an idol. Stanley's legacy advantage not any good to him right now. Jim and Meredith have a small fight at the Voldemort beach. Meredith is targeting Jim, says he's a challenge liability. Jan is targeting Stanley. Jim targeting Angela. Angela is targeting Jan. Michael is targeting Holly. This is, again, just absolutely bewildering to me. Cannot comprehend it. Says she's a challenge liability. They're worried about challenges right now. The group target, there are none really. The final targets, Angela, Jim, and Stanley. We'll see what happens. The Voldemort tribe moves to tribal council. Wonder what will happen. Alright, so Toby is not going to use his immunity idol as we head to the votes. First vote is for Jim. Second vote, Angela. Third vote, Stanley. Angela, that's 2 for Angela. And 2 for Jim, and 2 for Stanley. It's a third for Angela, a third for Stanley, a third for Jim. 1 vote left. 3 people tied with 3 votes each, and the second person voted out as Survivor of the Office is Jim! Oh my gosh! Wow. Holy moly. Did not expect such a big character to go out. Second overall. The final vote count, 4 for Jim, 3 for Angela, 3 for Stanley. Jim, the tribe has spoken. Let's see what happened here. Angela for Jim, Aaron for Jim, Meredith and Stanley for Jim. For Angela, you had Michael, Kevin, and Jim. Wow. And then Toby, Holly, Jan would have been the ones to put, votes on Stanley. Just bewildering. Can't believe Jim is out second. Oh my gosh. Shocker already. As we move to episode 3, the Voldemort tribe has lost its he who named him is now gone, and I imagine that that's going to be devastating for Pam for sure. We'll see what happens as we move forward, though. Episode 3 on the Gryffindor tribe, the Finer Things Club still aligned. Pam still has the idol. On the Voldemort tribe, Toby still has the idol, and we move forward to the immunity challenge where it is going coconuts. Carry heavy bags with coconuts through the course. Then you have to carry a bag crossing a balance beam. Separate the coconuts from the sandbags. You use sandbags to clear a block puzzle. Then you have to put the puzzle together. And the Gryffindor tribe wins immunity as well as comfort items, which is going to be nice for them. So that's pretty great. Back on the Gryffindor tribe, Daryl has a major meltdown. Daryl is not having a good time on the island. And that's all right because he's got at least another night in the game. Meanwhile, on the Voldemort tribe, Meredith and Michael find something in common, but Meredith also has a major meltdown. More importantly, though, we have got an enormous alliance formed of 5 of 9 as Angela, Holly, Kevin, Meredith, and Michael align. Holly works hard at camp, and she gets really tired. So individually, Jan is targeting Holly because of challenge liability. Meredith targeting Aaron. Aaron is targeting Toby. Aaron does not like Toby and considers him somewhat weak. All right, I wonder what happened to cause these people to not get along. I'll let you guys tell me at home. Meanwhile, the Voldemort Tribe Alliance 1 wants to vote out Aaron. So your final 2 targets, Toby and Aaron, seem to be the ones that are in the most danger as we move to Tribal Council. I wonder if Toby's going to be perceptive enough to throw his idol out. and he does not. So Toby, if he is truly in jeopardy, could be in trouble, could be an idol in his pocket kind of guy. First vote goes to Aaron. Toby, Aaron. So that's 2 and 2 with 5 votes left. Another vote for Aaron. Another vote for Aaron, and the third person voted out is Aaron. That is enough. 7 for Aaron, 2 for Toby. I wonder who would have voted with Aaron for Toby. Jan. Jan voted with Aaron for Toby, so Jan would be on the outs then, apparently. Tough stuff for Toby. Toby the third, Aaron voted out. Toby nearly had disaster come his way, as that would have been devastating. Idle in Your Pocket, episode 3. Moving on to episode 4, we're limiting the tribes. People have been cut out already as we move through. Nothing much new going on at Gryffindor. It is interesting that Oscar dropped a point of loyalty in the Finer Things Club alliance, so that is pretty curious. Nothing much again going on at the Voldemort tribe as they get through their last tribal council. As we move to reward, 2 members per tribe race to retrieve a ring. Tribe scores a point whenever you get their hand on the ring and on your starting pole. Very intense challenge. And the Gryffindor tribe wins rewards. They get a grill, meats, spices, and vegetables. Lots of good stuff they can grill up and enjoy to fuel them. For the immunity challenge, Angry Chair, great reference. And they are going to win the immunity challenge after that delicious grilling that they had on the Gryffindor tribe. Karen and Oscar are bonding, and then that leads us into a big alliance here with Daryl, Karen, Oscar, Pam, and Ryan. Pam in 2 alliances with the idol. Pam appears to be doing pretty well for herself. All right. On the Voldemort tribe before Tribal Council, Stanley has a major meltdown. Kevin impressing the rest of the team, though. The Voldemort tribe alliance is doing well, but Michael is going to leave this alliance. Holly, again, works hard at camp, but gets tired out. Michael leaves this alliance. I'm curious. The Michael and Holly disconnect in this game is curious. Not sure what to make of that, but we'll move on. Individually, Michael targeting Holly. Holly is targeting Michael. Considers him somewhat weak. That is devastating. Michael is going to break down if he sees this. Kevin targeting Jan, sees her as a challenge liability. Angela targeting Stanley for the same reasons. The Voldemort Tribal Alliance wants to vote out Stanley. So it looks like it might come down to one of Stanley or Holly as we go to Tribal Council. Toby's going to hang on to his idol. Obviously, he's not in any jeopardy as we go to the votes. It's 1 vote for Stanley. Stanley. Holly. Stanley. Holly. Holly. So they're tied 3 and 3 with 2 votes left. Holly and Stanley. Final vote is tied. 4 for Holly, 4 for Stanley. All right. So there's a tie and a revote. Those who are in the tie, Holly and Stanley, will not revote unless no one received votes on the original vote. All right. First vote of those, Stanley, Holly, Stanley, Stanley, Holly. 1 left, and that's it. Stanley, 4-2, is eliminated. The tribe has spoken, so Stanley is going to be the 4th person voted out. His legacy advantage, he will have to will to someone. I'm curious who he's going to will that to. Let's see. Angela voted for Stanley both times. Holly for Stanley. Jan for Holly both times. Kevin for Stanley both times. Meredith for Stanley both times. Michael for Holly both times. Stanley for Holly. Toby for Holly, then switches to Stanley. Flipped on the revote, hoping to avoid a deadlock. Toby did not want to go to rocks. So, makes sense. And then Stanley is going to gift the legacy advantage to Kevin. All right. So, Stanley's going to give that to Kevin, despite the fact that Kevin voted for him in both votes. Pretty interesting. As we move to episode 5, and of course, as you can see, there is a twist, as I think we're going to go to 3 tribes. Yes, new tribes randomly assigned 3 tribes. Members of the third tribe will have to start from scratch, and so because of the disadvantage, they get an extra member. All right, so now we have the Gryffindor tribe, the Voldemort tribe, and the blue team. So unfortunately, Stanley could not be here to see his own self-named team into existence. Of course, he joins Jim, who named the Voldemort tribe, already cast out of the game, one of the first 4. Let's take a look at these new tribes, though. So the Gryffindor tribe, 2 former Gryffindors, Karen and Oscar, now with Holly, Jan, and Meredith. On the Voldemort tribe, Angela, now with Dwight. That's an interesting duo. Can't wait to see how that goes. Dwight and Michael, also very interesting. Michael and Ryan, also extremely interesting. Lots of interesting dynamics on the Voldemort tribe. And then the blue team, you've got Andy, Daryl, Kelly, Pam, Phyllis, all of them former Gryffindors, with one lone Voldemort, Toby, although he does have his immunity idol. Pam also with an immunity idol on the blue team. Curious what's going to come of that as we move forward. 3 tribes. On the Gryffindor tribe, the Finer Things Club still very finely aligned. Pam really loyal to Oscar, but they're not on the same tribe. Likewise, the Voldemort tribe alliance is now split in half. And this Gryffindor tribe alliance was split in half too. So, tribes are, the alliances are kind of shattered at the moment. Kevin's legacy advantage can't be used. Same thing with those. At the blue team, like we said, 2 idols, as well as the blue team hidden immunity idol, still in the jungle someplace. Let's see what happens at the immunity challenge. All right, so the blue team is going to be the first team to win immunity. They, Holy Diver, they get the buoys, release the buoys, and then toss them into a target basket. So there you go. So the blue team wins, and then Voldemort team wins. So that means Gryffindor is going to Tribal Council. And then on the Gryffindor beach, Karen has a major meltdown. At the Voldemort tribe, Kevin impresses the rest of the team. Kevin's got the legacy advantage. Good episode for Kevin. On the blue team beach, nothing really happens. As we go to Tribal Council for the Gryffindor tribe, 5 of them there. Karen's major meltdown implies to me that she might be the target. Also because, 2 former Gryffindors, she and Oscar, would be easy to pick off for these 3 former Voldemort tribe. Let's see what happens at Tribal. Oh, never mind. So Karen is medically evacuated from the game based on an injury. So Tribal Council is canceled. Karen, medevaced. I did not expect that. So the 5th person out is Karen due to a medical evacuation. It's, I guess, hard to think that it doesn't have something to do with that meltdown that she went through. So tough for Karen. Moving on. Gryffindor tribe with 4, Voldemort with 5, blue team has 6. As we move forward on Gryffindor Beach, nothing really going on. This alliance, all the alliances are really shattered right now. The Voldemort tribe, not much is going on. And then the blue team beach, nothing much going on as we move to the reward challenge. Voldemort tribe is going to win reward. They win baked goods, iced tea, and milk. Gryffindor tribe also wins reward. They get chocolate chip cookies. So the blue team, despite having the most members, they are not going to win reward. Let's see if that affects them in the immunity challenge. Nope, they just outright win, and Voldemort tribe wins. So Gryffindor going back to Tribal Council. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. On Gryffindor Beach, Holly and Oscar find something in common. It's their mutual love of yoga. I'm sure Oscar impresses the rest of the team. The Voldemort tribe alliance dissolves. They're just too separated at this point. So individually, let's see who we're targeting here. Holly is targeting Jan. Sees her as a challenge liability. Oscar targeting Meredith. He does not like Meredith. Jan targeting Holly in response. So the final target, it could be anybody, really. I think Oscar's the only one relatively safe. Let's see what happens at Voldemort camp. Ryan is working hard at camp, and he just gets tired. On the blue team beach, Phyllis and Toby have a minor disagreement. It has a lasting impact. Then they bond strongly. It has a lasting impact. And then Phyllis impresses the rest of the team. So I'm assuming what happened here is that they disagreed, but then bonded through it. And because of her bonding with Toby through this disagreement, Phyllis impresses the rest of the team. Phyllis, way to go. Phyllis is doing great. Good for her. On the Gryffindor tribe, these three somehow have not just ganged up on Oscar. The three Voldemort women are all targeting one another as we move forward. Let's see what happens. So that's 1 vote for Jan, 1 for Holly, 2 votes left. Another vote for Holly, and another vote for Jan. So we're down to 2 and 2, Holly and Jan. There's a tie, and they will not revote. So I'm curious if Meredith and Oscar are willing to go to rocks for these two. We'll see what happens. First vote is for Jan, and the 5th person voted out is Jan. The tribe has spoken. Jan has been voted out. Holly voted for Jan, Jan for Holly, Meredith voted for Jan, and then Oscar voted for Holly initially, flipped to Jan, did not want to go to rocks, and I can't say I blame him. That would be a tough one to go to rocks. Moving to episode 7, 3 members on the Gryffindor tribe. That is tough stuff. That is not ideal. On the Gryffindor tribe, not much is happening here. Voldemort tribe, similar. Blue team. Toby has found another idol. Toby has the blue team idol as well as the Voldemort tribe idol. Toby has got 2 idols. Wild. Truly wild. As we move towards reward challenge. And in the reward challenge, Gryffindor tribe, the 3-person tribe wins a reward. They get a visit from a chef. Meanwhile, Voldemort tribe also wins a reward, and they're going to get kebabs at their camp. Curious what this means for the blue team as they move into the reward challenge. Voldemort and Gryffindor are fueled. It's going to be the blue team going to tribal council. Intense, seeing as there's 3 potential idols at play, with Toby having 2, Pam having 1. Oscar works hard at the Gryffindor camp and becomes tired. Nothing else going on at the Voldemort camp. At the blue team, 3 idols. Kelly and Toby bond. Pam impresses the rest of the team. But an alliance is formed between Kelly, Phyllis, and Toby. Daryl is targeting Kelly. Andy targeting Daryl. Phyllis targeting Andy. That's funny. She considers him somewhat weak. Okay. So the Gryffindor tribe, former Gryffindors, Daryl and Pam want to vote out Kelly. This new blue team alliance wants to vote out Daryl. So it looks like it will be one of Daryl or Kelly as we move to tribal council here on episode 7. All right, anybody has an idol? Now's the time to do it. Pam stands up, and she's going to play her idol. Any votes for Pam is not going to count. Toby is going to use an idol on Kelly. Any votes cast for Kelly will not count. Okay, so let's see what happens as we read the votes. Kelly does not count. Kelly does not count. Kelly does not count. So already, Toby has used an idol very effectively. Let's see. I'm trying to take notes here. Toby for Kelly. That's 3 votes blocked. Daryl voted out. Pam, no votes there. That sucks for Pam, but Toby blocked 3 votes. Great idol use by Toby, and he has another idol in his pocket. That is not good. Daryl is the 6th person voted out. Andy for Daryl, Kelly for Daryl, Toby for Daryl. Phyllis was supposed to vote for Daryl but disagreed, put a vote on Kelly. Pam for Kelly, Daryl for Kelly. So there you have it. That's interesting. All right, we're down to 13, which means that it's time to merge to Team USA. And the man who named Team USA, Andy Bernard, patriotic as he is, red and blue in his tribe history there, pretty great. We are down to 13, and we're all together now in the merge for Team USA. Let's see what happens at Team USA camp. So the reward stealer is currently hidden. Kevin has the legacy advantage. Toby has the Voldemort tribe idol. Meanwhile, the Finer Things Club is super strong now. The Gryffindor tribe alliance still pretty. The Finer Things Club with Ryan added in, and then this blue team alliance with Toby, Phyllis, and Kelly still strong as well. As we move towards the immunity challenge, in which Kelly Kapoor wins immunity. All right, Kelly takes immunity in Fools in the Rain. Meanwhile, back at camp, Kevin and Phyllis find something in common. Kevin and Ryan find something in common. Angela and Oscar have a minor disagreement with lasting impact. Phyllis is going to leave this alliance between Kelly and Toby. So now this alliance is annex-based, Kelly and Toby. Team USA, we've got a new alliance formed between Angela, Kelly, Meredith, and Michael. Dwight targeting Ryan. Dwight extremely despises Ryan. Oscar targeting Meredith. Extremely despises Meredith. Ryan extremely... There's so much hatred on this beach, guys. Kelly, though, slightly negative about Kevin. Just slightly negative. Meredith extremely despises Oscar. Tons of hate. And then just slightly negative. Kelly to Kevin. Very interesting. These two, Dwight and Ryan, Oscar and Meredith targeting one another. The Finer Things Club obviously wants Meredith out. This group, same. The blue team wants to get Kevin out. This group, Ryan. So it looks like it'll be one of Kevin, Meredith, or Ryan as we move to Tribal Council, the Merge Tribal Council. Let's see what happens. Kelly's got the necklace. Toby has the hidden immunity idol. And nobody is going to stand for any idol play. So let's see what the votes go. That's 1 vote for Ryan. Kevin. Meredith. So it's 1 each with 10 left. Kevin. Meredith. Kevin and Meredith. Ryan. So we're down to 3 for Ryan, 3 for Kevin, 3 for Meredith with 4 votes left. Ryan, Meredith, and Ryan. So the final count is 5 for Meredith, 5 for Ryan, 3 for Kevin. So there's a tie. So those in the tie will not revote. So we'll see what happens as we go to the tiebreaker vote between Ryan and Meredith. Meredith, Ryan, Meredith. That's 3 and 2. Ryan, 4 and 2. Meredith, Ryan, Meredith. So 1 vote left to determine who's going to be the first member of the jury. The 7th person voted out is Ryan. So 6-5, Ryan is going to the jury. The tribe has spoken for the temp. Let's see. Andy voted for Kevin, then switched to Meredith. Angela stuck with Ryan. Dwight with Ryan. Holly struck with Meredith. Kelly voted for Kevin and then re-voted for Ryan. For Meredith, both times did Kevin. Meredith for Ryan, then couldn't re-vote. Michael voted for Ryan twice. What a heartbreaker for Michael. Oscar voted for Meredith. Pam voted for Meredith both times. Phyllis for Ryan both times. Toby voted for Kevin. And then re-voted for Ryan. That's interesting. Toby's been a bit of a power player thus far in the season. As we move on to episode 9. Down to 12 on the Team USA tribe. Some pretty big names left in there. Some pretty interesting characters. Lots of players that have played really strong games thus far. As soon as I call these players out, guaranteed they're going to get voted out. But you got to admire Oscar. He's played a really solid game. Really cleverly avoided a bad situation with the first tribe swap. Toby has obviously played outstanding. It seems like Kelly's been in the mix here and there and also won the first immunity challenge. As we go back to the beach, Phyllis has found the hidden immunity idol, and Kevin has found the reward steal, which allows him to steal a reward. He has the legacy advantage and the reward stealer. Phyllis, of course, has the idol, and Toby still has his tribal idol from his time at Voldemort Beach. So, the Finer Things Club and the Annex Alliance, both very strong. This new alliance that was just formed seems to be somewhat strong. As we move forward, it's a reward challenge where Group 1, which is Dwight, Holly, Kelly, Pam, Phyllis, and Toby, win a poolside resort with burgers, fries, and cocktails. And then in the immunity challenge, Bo Diddley, you hold the bow and you have to keep the ball balanced. Pam is going to win that challenge, and it is a good one to win for sure. Pam is going to get immunity. At the beach, Holly and Pam find something in common that has a lasting impact. Oscar has a major meltdown. Oscar almost quits the game as a result of his major meltdown, but decides to stay. Have never seen that ever in a BrantSteele simulation. I've done many of these. That is really interesting. Michael rests at camp to get some of his energy back. Andy targeting Kelly with slightly negative opinion. Michael strongly dislikes Kevin. Oscar extremely despises Meredith. Meredith extremely despises Oscar. Toby is targeting Dwight. He's got a slightly negative opinion of Dwight. Meanwhile, the Finer Things Club is targeting Meredith. The Annex targeting Dwight. This alliance is targeting Oscar. So it looks like it could be any of Dwight, Oscar, and Meredith. As we move to Tribal Council. Toby and Pam both have hidden immunity idols. Pam has the necklace. And we will see if anything is used, what's done. Nobody's going to play any idols. First vote to Oscar, Meredith, Dwight. Oscar, Dwight, Meredith. 2 each with 6 left. Meredith, Oscar, Meredith, Dwight. 2 votes left. Oscar. 4 votes for Meredith, 4 votes for Oscar, 3 votes for Dwight, 1 left. So unless this is Dwight, either Meredith or Oscar will be the 8th person voted out, 2nd member of the jury, and it is Oscar. Of course, like I said, when I compliment him, he gets voted out. Sorry, Oscar. 2nd member of the jury, the 8th person voted out. 5-4-3 vote. Oscar is voted out. And Angela, Dwight, Meredith, Michael, and Phyllis. Dwight's 3 votes were Toby, Kelly, makes sense, and then Andy voted with the Annex Alliance. Very interesting. Whew, good stuff. As we move ahead to episode 10, we have got 11 left in the game. On the beach, Annex Alliance pretty strong. Meredith very well aligned here with the Team USA alliance that she built. As we move to the reward, Phyllis not participating and cannot win the reward in Ferryman. Group 2, so Andy, Holly, Kelly, Kevin, and Pam win reward. They get to go to a floating restaurant with pizza, chicken wings, and beer, and they get letters from home. Kevin is in hog heaven right here. He gets pizza, wings, and beer. I'm sure all of them are just starving, and they get to enjoy a nice reward. Moving into immunity, it is going to be Toby Flenderson that wins with a 10-foot pole. You stand on the narrow beam, you got the long pole, and then you have to move further away from the statue. Very difficult challenge. Toby wins immunity. Back on the beach, Michael has a major meltdown. Probably correlated with Toby winning immunity. Andy and Angela have a small fight. Lasting impact, though. Kevin and Meredith bond strongly with a lasting impact. Michael strongly dislikes Kevin, wants him out. Holly, slightly negative to Kelly. Phyllis is targeting Dwight because Phyllis doesn't like Dwight. Likewise, in reverse, Angela's targeting Andy. Pam targeting Michael. Pam strongly dislikes Michael. What has happened with these two? Let's see. The Annex wants to vote out Kevin. This alliance wants to vote out Andy. So it looks like it could be one of Pam, Andy, and Kevin. As we move to Tribal Council on episode 10. See what will happen. Toby has the hidden immunity idol and the necklace, and Toby is going to play a second idol this season for Kelly. That is incredible. Phyllis is going to play the idol on Andy. Oh my gosh. So we have 2 necklaces, 2 idols played for 2 people. So that means Kelly, Andy, and Toby cannot receive votes as we go forward. Andy doesn't count. 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 Andy does not count. Vote for Kevin. Kevin gets the other 5 votes. Andy, 6 votes blocked. I cannot believe that. What a great idol play by Phyllis. Toby wastes one of his idols. But the second one he's played for Kelly, what a strong alliance there for the Annex alliance. Big show. And Andy for Kevin. Kelly, of course. Pam, Phyllis, Toby. And Kevin is going to give his legacy advantage to Meredith as he leaves the game. So that means the legacy has gone from Stanley to Kevin, now to Meredith. And that is pretty interesting as we move to episode 11. 10 left in the game. Who do you think is going to win, guys? 10 left in the game. Is your favorite the person you were going for from the beginning? Are they still there? All right. Meredith's got the legacy advantage. 2 alliances, pretty strong still. Reward challenge is going to be Slither Me Timbers. 3 teams of 3, tied together by the feet and arms are bound to their sides. They slither through the sand through a series of obstacles, then work together to solve a snake puzzle. Holly, Michael, and Phyllis. Kelly, Meredith, and Pam. Angela, Dwight, and Toby. Andy does not participate but gets reward automatically. And group 2 of Kelly, Meredith, and Pam win an aerial tour of the island followed by a feast. And then Kelly wins her second immunity. And she wins Rusty Gates, where they stand behind a cage door, maneuver a handle through a maze. Once the handle's free, they unlock the door, complete a slide puzzle. Kelly is going to win her second immunity of the season. Very impressive. Kelly and Michael find something in common, have a lasting impact. Michael's just targeting Pam. He strongly dislikes her. Meredith targeting Holly, strongly dislikes her. Andy is targeting Toby. Andy does not like Toby. Angela is targeting Phyllis, but she's just got a slightly negative opinion about Phyllis. Phyllis is targeting Dwight. Holly is targeting Michael. Whew, lots going on. The Blue Team Alliance wants to vote out Holly. She is a fake annexer. The annex wants her out. Meanwhile, this new alliance of between Michael, Meredith, and Kelly and Angela, they want to vote out Phyllis. So it looks like it could be one of Holly or Phyllis. Phyllis did just have that incredible idol play. Might be best to get her out. Kelly's got the immunity necklace. There are no idols in play right now, so nobody is going to play any. So that's a vote for Holly. Phyllis. Holly. 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 Phyllis. 4 votes left. Phyllis. Phyllis. 2 votes left. Phyllis. And the 10th person voted out. 4th member of the jury is Phyllis. The tribe has spoken. Phyllis. After that great idol play to save Andy Bernard, she has gone. Andy voted for Holly, of course, loyal to Phyllis after that big play. Tough stuff. Holly, it looks like Andy and Phyllis voted with the Annex Alliance for Holly, but we are down to 9 as we go to episode 12. Nothing much going on at camp right now. The reward challenge, Rope a Dope. Castaways are attached to a rope woven through a series of obstacles. First one to reach the end wins, and Andy wins reward. He gets to pick 3 castaways to share a reward with. He picks Pam, and then the Annex Alliance of Kelly and Toby to win a barbecue at camp with a loved one. Immunity challenge time, and Michael Gary Scott has won Push Me, Pull You. 2 handles that they use to put tension on steel bar. If they release the tension, the bar drops and breaks a tile, puts them out. Michael withstands the pain, wins immunity. Well done, Michael. Okay, on the beach, Kelly finds the hidden immunity idol. Pretty intense for her. Good for her to find that idol. She's not immune after her 2 immunity wins, but finds the hidden immunity idol. Andy and Kelly have a minor disagreement with a lasting impact. Dwight and Meredith bond. Angela and Dwight have a major fight. We've seen this before. Angela leaves this alliance, but a new alliance forms with Angela and Dwight, who just fought, Holly, Andy, and Pam. Pam works hard at camp and becomes tired. Michael is targeting Pam. He extremely despises her. Dwight targeting Kelly and considers her a threat. Meredith's targeting Toby. Kelly targeting Dwight, says she's just least connected to him overall. So the Annex Alliance wants to vote out Dwight. This alliance wants to vote out Pam. This alliance wants to vote out Kelly. Looks like it'll be one of those 3 as we move to Tribal Council. All right, time to vote. Kelly has an idol. Michael has the necklace. Kelly is going to play the idol on herself And we will see what happens for Kelly. First vote is for Kelly. Does not count. Kelly does not count. Kelly does not count. Kapoor does not count. 4 votes for Kelly blocked. Dwight. Toby. Pam. 1 vote left. Pam. So the final vote count is 2 for Dwight, 2 for Pam. So we're going to go to a tie, a revote between Dwight and Pam. 2 more of the major characters in the show. It'll be one of them. And we're going to get 4, 5, 6, 7 votes. Pam. Dwight. Pam. 1 vote left, and we are tied 3-3. 11th person voted out. 5th member of the jury is Dwight K. Schrute. Voted out 4-3. Dwight, the tribe has spoken. Andy voted for Kelly and then for Dwight. Angela for Kelly and then for Pam. Dwight voted for Kelly. Holly for Kelly and then Dwight. Kelly for Dwight both times. Meredith for Pam both times. Michael for Pam both times. Pam for Toby. Toby for Dwight both times. As we move to episode 13, part 1, only 8 are left in the game. Woo! Kelly blocked 4 votes for herself there. Kelly has had, thus far, idled 7 votes blocked for her, 2 immunities. Kelly is playing really well. As we move forward, episode 13. Nothing much going on at the beach to start the episode as we move to the immunity challenge, in which Kelly wins her 3rd individual immunity. Holy moly, Kelly Kapoor. All right, Andy finds the hidden immunity idol. Andy and Michael find something in common. Holly and Pam bond strongly. This alliance between Andy, Angela, Holly, and Pam. Meredith is going to get in on this alliance. Pam targeting Michael, Michael targeting Pam. The last 2 major characters are targeting each other. Meredith's targeting Toby. Kelly targeting Holly. The Annex targeting Holly. These guys targeting Holly. Michael targeting Holly again. They're trying to gun for Toby. So it looks like it could be one of the HR reps, Holly or Toby, as we move to Tribal Council. All right. Andy has an idol. Kelly has the immunity necklace. It is time to vote. And Andy is going to use his idol for Pam. So, interesting. I don't really know what's up with that, but we'll find out. 1 vote for Holly, 1 for Toby, 1 for Holly, 1 for Holly, 1 for Toby, 1 for Toby. So we're tied 3-3 with 2 votes left. 1 for Holly, 1 for Toby. All right, so we are tied 4-4. Holly and Toby, we will go to a revote. First vote for Toby. Holly. Toby. Holly. 2 votes left. Toby. Holly. Final count is 3 for Holly, 3 for Toby, which means that we're going to draw rocks between 4 who are unsafe. Andy, Angela, Meredith, and Michael will draw rocks. And Michael is put out of the game on rocks. Draws the bad rock. Michael is out of the game. Tribe has spoken, I guess. Andy voted for Toby both times, as did Angela. Holly voted for Toby. Kelly voted for Holly both times. Meredith for Holly both times. Michael for Holly both times. Pam for Toby. And Toby for Holly. Michael went to rocks based on Toby versus Holly, and got rocked out of the game. Poetic, I would say. Team USA Tribe is down to 7, and we will see. We'll see what happens as we are now in the second part of episode 13. Pam finds a 2nd immunity idol. I believe that's her 3rd overall that she's had. 2nd that maybe she's found, but she's had the one for Andy played for her. Pretty impressive. Either way, the Annex Alliance at 8 strength. Kelly and Meredith are loosely aligned, and then Meredith also in this alliance here. As we move forward, Toby is going to win his 2nd immunity at Pinball Wizard. Toby is going to be immune. Tribal Council back at the beach. Holly impressing the rest of the team. Kelly and Meredith bond slightly. Angela and Holly, deeply aligned. Eight strength between the two of them. Holly targeting Kelly, considers her a threat. Kelly has a slightly negative opinion about Angela. The Annex Alliance wants to vote out Angela. The alliance of Kelly and Meredith wants to vote out Andy. So Kelly's, we're going to test this. I imagine she'll vote with Toby for Angela. Meanwhile, this alliance wants to vote out Kelly, another Kelly. So it looks like it's going to be between Kelly, Angela, maybe Andy. We will see as we go to Tribal Council. All right, Pam has got the hidden immunity idol. Toby is safe from the vote tonight. He's got the necklace. Time to vote. We'll see what happens. Any idols? No. Pam is going to keep her idol. First vote goes to Angela. Kelly. Angela. Kelly. 3 votes left. Kelly. 13th person voted out is Kelly. Kelly becomes the 7th member of the jury after an incredible run. Kelly had 3 individual immunity wins. She had, let's see, 7 votes for herself blocked with an idol. That is enough. Kelly, the tribe has spoken. Whew. So Kelly voted for Angela. Toby voted with him, with her, obviously. The Annex Alliance finally broken. Toby is all alone. So curious if his immunities have put a target on he and Kelly. But either way, we're down to 6 as we move to the finale. 6 are left in the game. Andy, Angela, Holly, Meredith, Pam, and Toby. All right, Meredith has the legacy advantage. This is the last round it can be used, so that's going to be interesting if Meredith is safe. Pam wins immunity again at Tower of Power with steak with wine, shares it with Andy and Holly. Let's see. Holly is targeting Toby, does not like Toby. Meredith targeting Holly, extremely despises Holly. Extremely despises. All right. This alliance obviously wants to vote out Toby. He is the last man standing that is not in this gigantic alliance. That makes a lot of sense. It looks like Toby's kind of in trouble here, so we will see what happens as we move to Tribal Council. And Meredith is going to use the legacy advantage. Pam is going to put an idol... Pam is going to put her idol on Holly. So we're going to say Pam for Holly. And we'll see what happens if there's any votes. Meredith does not count. The legacy advantage blocked it. Toby is voted out. 8th member of the jury. Meredith blocked the 1 vote, of course, which is, you know, it makes sense. You kind of had to play it. It's their last night to play it, but not really needed, as everybody else voted for Toby. 0 votes for Holly. So Pam, that's the 2nd idol Pam has misplayed. 3rd idol involving Pam that was misplayed. So very interesting. We know how these votes went. We know that Toby was the only one voting for Meredith as he is out of the game. Down to the final 5. Andy, Angela, Holly, Meredith, and Pam. As we go to the immunity challenge. Pam is going to win immunity. That's her 3rd. Pam wins at draw the line, and that's going to put her in the final 4. Meredith is impressing the rest of the team. Andy strongly dislikes Angela. Meredith extremely despises Holly. Angela dislikes Andy. Holly does not like Meredith. Whew. Lots of back and forth here. Pam is in the middle of it all here in her alliance, and now it's time for this turn on itself. Angela and Holly want to vote out Andy. We will see what happens at Tribal Council. Pam's got the necklace. That's a vote for Holly. Angela. Andy. 2 votes left. Andy. Holly. 2 votes Andy. 2 votes Holly. 1 vote Angela. So we're going to have a revote. So it's going to be between 3. We're going to have Angela, Pam, and Meredith vote. You can only vote for Andy and Holly. Going to break this tie the hard way. First vote, Holly. Andy. The 15th person voted out of Survivor of the Office, 9th member of the jury. Holly Flax. 2 votes for Holly, 1 vote for Andy. And Holly is finally put out of the game. The tribe has spoken. Let's see. Yep, looks like we were consistent. Yep, Pam was supposed to vote for Holly but disagreed. First voting for Angela. then voting for Holly on the revote. Down to the final 4. Whew. Andy, Angela, Meredith, and Pam. No secret advantages. This alliance is still an alliance in name only. Only one can win this game, and Andy wins the final immunity challenge. Andy Bernard wins Operation Balance Build. Andy's going to be safe here. Angela leaves the alliance, even though, like I said, it's kind of just crumbled anyway. Andy targeting Angela. Meredith is targeting Pam, considers her a threat. This alliance wants Angela to be voted out, so we'll see what happens as we go to Tribal Council. Pam, Angela, Pam, Angela. There's a tie, and so we're going to go to a tie. Pam, Angela. So, not mistaken, that means we're going to go to fire, and Angela loses the fire-making challenge to Pam. Pam will make the final 3 on fire. Andy voted for Angela both times. Meredith for Pam both times. That makes sense. The big argument, they were beefing, didn't want to be in the game anymore together. And now we are down to our final 3 in the game. Final Tribal Council. Andy, Meredith, and Pam will face their jury. Angela, Dwight, Holly, Kelly, Kevin, Michael, Oscar, Phyllis, Ryan, and Toby. And now it's time to see what happens. It's a vote for Meredith. Andy, Pam, Meredith, Pam, Pam, Meredith, Pam. Pam is the winner. 6 votes for Pam, 3 for Meredith, 1 for Andy. Pam Beasley wins the Office Survivor. Well done, Pam. Pam Beasley. Let's take a look at the votes. First of all, of course, we know Andy got 1 vote. Phyllis, makes sense. Phyllis voted for Andy. Phyllis did play that idol for Andy. Blocked 6 votes. Incredible stuff there. Meredith got votes from Angela, from Kevin, from Michael. Michael and Meredith were aligned most of the game. Kevin and Meredith, they did have the legacy advantage history between them. Angela, of course, she would not have voted for Pam after losing fire and also just being kind of a bitter person anyway. Of course, for the champion, Dwight voted for Pam. Holly voted for Pam. Kelly voted for Pam. Oscar for Pam, the Finer Things Club Alliance. Ryan for Pam. Toby for Pam as well. And that is it. The fan favorite of the year somehow is Toby Flenderson. Toby is the fan favorite. Wow. Wow. Toby, the fan favorite. I'll be. And Pam Beasley is the winner. And so we look here at the placements. Tell me down below who you were most surprised by. First of all, major that Michael went home on rocks between Holly and Toby. I know that Michael and Holly were kind of at odds through the whole game. Not a lot of Michael versus Toby as I expected. But Michael on rocks between Holly and Toby getting voted out was very poetic. Very surprised to see Dwight not make at least the final 5. Jim going out 19th has to be the biggest shocker overall, though, to me. 4-3-3 vote on the Voldemort Tribe first Tribal Council. Brutal result for Jim. But Pam Beasley got 6 votes of 10 to win. Pam Beasley wins the Office Survivor. Let's take a look at some stats. Challenge wins. We had 2 lady challenge beasts. Kelly and Pam win 6 challenges each. Kelly won 3 immunities. Pam won 3 immunities. Toby won 2. Impressive there. Kelly won a lot of rewards, as did Pam. Holly received 23 votes. That is ridiculous. Let's see. The most strategic player on the season, according to this, Angela. Angela, the most strategic. She did kind of stay under the radar for a very long time, went out at fire. Holly, second most strategic. Michael, the third most strategic. Looking at that like we like to, Angela received 9 votes. Michael got no votes through the whole game. That's got to be such a disappointing thing. Michael never received a vote, rocked out of the game, third most strategic. Holly, of course, second most strategic, got a ton of votes. Kind of an obvious threat. Michael, another great what if in this game. Hate that. Toby and Pam both found 2 idols. Pam, ironically, both times she played the idols were kind of wasted. So interesting that she still won regardless. Looking again at the placements. Michael, a great what if. Really wanted to see more from Dwight and Jim, of course. Would have loved to have seen Creed make it further just because of his kind of wildness. But Pam, a great winner. Meredith, big surprise to finish in second place, but she did have a great game. The legacy advantage was a good play for her to catch it from Stanley to Kevin to herself. Andy Bernard made it through to the end. Angela losing in fire. Great fun. This was a great time, and I do want to give a special thanks to my wife, Mallory, for this idea. It was an awesome idea, and I had a really great time doing Survivor The Office. If you've got an idea for a special season of Survivor you'd like to see simulated on the wonderful website BrantSteele.com, leave me a comment down below. Also, let me know what your favorite part of the video was. Let me know who you were cheering for, where they finished, what you think about the season, and if you'd like to see Survivor The Office Part 2. If you want to see us bring back some of these players with some more characters. I did have a list of characters that I would like to see play in Survivor. Let's go through those really quick. David Wallace, Todd Packer, Mose, Roy, Robert California, Charles Minor, Clark and Pete, D'Angelo, Gabe, Madge on Survivor, Val, Nelly, Vikram, Nate, of course. Nate on the island would be wild. Gabe, lots of players I'd like to see play again. If you want to see a second season of Survivor The Office, let me know, and let me know who you'd like to see brought back. I think there's one player who I think is too big of a what if not to bring back after getting no votes and rocked out of the game. You let me know. Of course, the champion, Pam Beasley, wouldn't hurt to see her back either. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed Survivor The Office. Thank you so much for all of your support on this and for Celebrity Survivor. Until next time, until we next talk, this is your friend Drew Wheeler saying goodbye, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember to be nice to yourself and to each other. Bye-bye.